It is DMac SMaK for June. What do we got? June 12th, 2025. How you doing? Great to see you. The Indiana Pacers, man, it is something special. We'll hear from McAfee. Makar wins again. We'll hear from some of his teammates and another great defensive player. The Rockies do Rockies things once, and then we lead off with the Broncos at mandatory minicamp. Also, the U.S. Open, I got a side eye on it. Doing this at 7:30 in the morning. They don't know when you're catching this, but give you some U.S. Open updates at Oakmont. Looks like a hell of a course. I love the U.S. Open. It's actually my favorite of all the majors. And, man, we're looking forward to it. Also, we'll take your comments. Can't wait to see what's on your sporting minds. And a tribute to Brian Wilson, all coming up. It's brought to you by Journey Spice. You can save 10% right now using the code 10nuggets Amazon.com. The info is right down there. Journey Spice is never far from my plates, never far from my heart. Comes in singles, doubles, quads. You just pinch the top. It's so much better for the environment. Lousy plastic. Take it off. Oh, I want deliciousness. Put it right on. Reseal it. And you have better food, no matter what the meal is. It's Journey Spice for the win. And they are just on literally everything. It doesn't matter what the dinner plate is. Doesn't matter what the food is. It's Journey Spice. I put it on everything. You should too. Breakfast, dinner, lunch, whatever you need with your spice, they've got your back. So just hit this QR code and it'll take you right to Amazon.com where you'll find heaven with my great friends at Journey Spice. Let's start with mandatory minicamp for the Broncos, and the talk was J.K. Dobbins being signed and coming into the play. So, J.K. Dobbins, what's it like to be here, and why are you a Denver Bronco?
I feel like it was the best fit for me. Defense is really good, like super good. Quarterback's amazing. I like the RB room. O-line is amazing as well. So it was a no-brainer. And Coach Sean Payton and all the other coaches on staff too. So I know I'll get coached well here. And I also heard that it's a good fan base. So that's why I'm here.
All right, JK, you're right about all those things. And he knows a bunch of guys already on the team.
Ben Powers, Coop, me and Coop were at Ohio State together. Sam Elliger, he was like, before we left for college, high school, we were best friends, you know. So, same with B. Jones. You know, there's a bunch of guys on the team that it's like similar faces, and it's like home here already.
Did any of them try to recruit you?
How long did it take to get that gel kind of the chemistry going?
Ladies first.
Did any of them try to recruit you to come to Denver?
Oh yeah, Coop definitely did. B. Jones did. Sam did as well. You know, so yeah, those are my guys.
All right, the great Rachel V. Hill. Ladies first, classy gentleman J.K. Dobbins. Chip on his shoulder. He had a weird sort of deal with the Chargers. They could have really easily brought him back, but it went side.
Chargers put on you. Your feelings on that you think that hurt your value as far as the open market? And, well, you have a chip on your shoulder when you play him twice this year.
I always have a chip on my shoulder, but yeah, that was a little weird. But it's business, you know. It's for my agent to handle. You know, good luck to them. I'm a Bronco now. They got to see me twice a year. So that's my thoughts on it. I'm going to have the chip on my shoulder, of course, but I'm here. I'm worried about winning more than just beating. I don't want to just beat the Chargers. I want to go on and I want to get a ring because I've been in the playoffs every year I've played. So I'm tired of losing in them. So that's my goal, is to bring a Super Bowl to the city and just be a blessing to the community as well.
Like him. What's not to like? Sounds good. I don't know why things were different there with the Chargers. He missed a few games, 4 games with injuries, but just 4 games. Ran for over 900 yards. J.K. Dobbins, R.J. Harvey. Now that makes sense to me. We were talking a ton about getting a free agent running back in the free agent period in the offseason. A ton. We talked all about it. This to me makes the most sense. J.K. Dobbins was a guy we talked a bunch about. So I think it's fantastic. Another great signing by the Broncos. Weird to get this one in free agency so late, but I'll take it. I'm a fan of it. Probably bad news for Audric Estime. He may even be behind Blake Watson and Tyler Bidet. Who knows? But, listen, man, that's competition. That's the way it goes. Sean Payton explained it.
Look, I said it before. I said, and it was a week ago, another good football player. Another good football player. And we're interested in those guys. And so we'll see how it unfolds. No set roles yet. We feel like we know who the player is well. Say it again.
What can he add off the field as well with Lockwood, the experience he brings in?
Yeah, look, we'll handle all that. In other words, we're interested in what he can do on the field. One thing about the NFL locker room, it hadn't changed, and it never will. All right? Come on in. If you can help us win, we want you here. And if you can't, all right, we probably want you to leave. And I'm talking from a player's perspective.
It's a bottom line business. And how do you not love that attitude? More from Peyton on Dobbins.
Pinpoint some of the attributes you like about Dobbins as a player.
Yeah, I think he's got good running balance and instincts.
Because you've been able to lean into the draft to be so successful the last few years, has that allowed you to be more strategic with a signing like this? And the way
a little bit. Look, the draft is the lifeblood of what we do. And I can look back from my own experience and look, man, wet behind the ears in 2006, and we hit a draft out of the park. That was the foundation of about 6 playoff teams, 1 Super Bowl team. And then the team cycled through almost entirely except the QB and the punter. And then in 2017, we have another draft that was the foundation in four straight division. And so it's vital we draft well.
Sean, we're talking to your coordinator.
Okay. By the way, I hope Sean Payton feels better. He's been having a rough time with his voice for like 3 straight weeks. So feel better, Coach. Meanwhile, pretty nondescript in terms of all the reports out there at mandatory camp. Great having J.K. Dobbins. That was fun news to have, no doubt about it. But no significant injuries aside from a little bit of a question mark about Devon Vele missing 2 days. Hopefully everything's okay with him. That feels like more of a personal thing than an injury thing. So I hope everything's okay with Devon Vele. Other than that, there's really no drama to be discussed. Very warm days out at mandatory minicamp. And after a spring altogether, now granted, they had 1 week less of OTAs on the field, and they leaned more into conditioning. Will Sean Payton, it is scheduled for Thursday from 10:30 to 11:30. Will he give the guys a day off?
Sean, confirming you are practicing tomorrow, right?
Yeah. What's the confirmation?
Well,
no, there's no sugar days. The sugar days went away in 2011.
Not here.
Yeah.
Thank you. Your buddy Fangio had a few.
I got it.
When you drafted Pat.
Tomorrow's the salt day. No sugar. Atwater, what's going on with this group? I mean, I'm telling you what.
Never done.
Huh?
When you drafted Pat Bryant, you talked about it.
Pretty funny. I don't know what they're going to do today. I mean, they may still cancel it. They're not going to do any favors for the media, and they're going to keep the players on their toes. It's only scheduled for an hour. Traditionally, this is when we get like some sort of email around 9:30 in the morning. Hey, there won't be any more practice. I don't mind it. Listen, they probably had meetings going into the night last night. They likely had meetings and film to go over today. It's a work day. And if you want to cut them loose from the practice field, that's a very traditional thing to have done. What always bothered the past is that you do some foolishness instead of just letting the guys go. But if you want to have a practice, that doesn't bother me at all either. I mean, you don't get many of these days. It's only June 12th. Training camp doesn't start till late July. It's okay to actually have a 3-day work week. Not a big deal. In fact, probably smart to do. And it doesn't preclude you from, I don't know, having a barbecue after practice. The shenanigans that have gone on seemed, frankly, stupid to me. And if the Broncos had been doing something, anything productive, then all right. I'll tell you this, if they do want to have some shenanigans or some fun or whatever, hey, man, you went to the playoffs. You drafted a quarterback that I think is going to be here for a long time. Go for it. I don't care. What my problem was in years past was all this foolishness when you hadn't done a thing and being a little bit too comfortable and satisfied and all that sort of stuff. There's plenty of chances to bond together over this past 2-month stretch from right around the draft until today. Loads of time, and they've done it. You've seen players hanging out at Rockies and Avs and Nuggets games. Who knows how many times they played cards or played golf together. They've done a bunch of charity things. Garrett Bowles held a football camp. Others have done similar types of things. It's been a great spring season for the Broncos, from free agency through the draft up until now. So whatever they want to do today is absolutely positively fine by me. You guys did a job. And man, we are fired up for football come the fall. So we'll see. We'll be on from noon to 3 to tell you all about it with Tyler and Scott Hastings. Make sure you like and subscribe to this channel for incredible content. Last night, Andy and Scott were talking about the Pacers and talking about training camp. Meanwhile, at the same time, I was doing the Don Quixote baseball podcast, March Towards History, as the Rockies fumbled away another lead late in the game. That's right. Your Rockies were up 6-3. And the night before, they gave up 4 runs in the top of the 9th. Last night, Tyler Kinley, abysmal, gave up 4 in the top of the 8th. And then let's just give a few more away in the 9th inning as well. Meanwhile, Zach Agnos shaved his mustache. And that's not a little thing. Agnos was rocking a handlebar mustache. That takes time, effort, wax. He got rid of that bad boy. That's how bad a night he had on Wednesday, that he shaved his handlebar mustache for Thursday's game. And they got him right back out there and stunk it again. Offensively, the Rockies actually did all right. And that's where they've really been struggling. And they put a run up in the 7th inning, or 9th inning rather. They had the tying run at the plate. And so they lose 10-7. They march towards history now with a amazing 12-55 record. 12-5 first pitch against the Giants as they try to avoid the sweep. And we'll have a Don Quixote baseball podcast, March Towards History, from the station. We'll do it from the station a little bit later today. Congratulate Cale Makar, and I'm not the only one. Winning the Norris Trophy again is remarkable. Only Av Nordique to ever do it twice. Heck, only one to do it once. And one of the only players to get it twice in his first 6 years of playing. He is an incredible, incredible player.
Congrats on your second Norris Trophy. I'm sure you'd have 3 or 4 more if I wasn't anchoring you down. But super proud of you. Super excited to see what you got in store over the rest of your career. Congrats, buddy.
Kaler, congratulations on your Norris. Feels like you have 10. Apparently it's only 2. Unbelievable. I think we're all very lucky to play with you, man. Make our lives very easy. Obviously one of the best players in the league, best D-man in the world. So yeah, congratulations and many more to come, I'm sure.
Cale, just want to congratulate you on yet another Norris. So well deserved. You know, you're obviously an amazing hockey player, and you know, you help us out with our team with offense, defense, and all of the above. But not only that, you're a great person. So proud to call you a friend, proud to be your teammate and get the honor to play with you. And this is another well-deserved award for you. Happy.
Yeah, he wasn't the only one either. When we're talking defensive players, There was a really cool moment that I was lucky enough to be standing right beside when Cale Makar met Pat Surtain. And if you look at shadows, I'm in the shadows. But I was right there. I was literally right there at this moment, which was so, so cool. So you got a fan in Pat Surtain, and congratulations as well.
Going on, Cale? I want to give a huge congratulations from one Defensive Player of the Year to another. Congrats on another big award. Congrats, man.
Awesome. I think that's great. Meanwhile, how about the Roos up in Alberta to present Cale with? I mean, how do you not love that? That is absolutely awesome. Congratulations to Makar. It's awesome to see mom and dad and his wife and his family, and even his friends with weird squirrely mustaches that still live in Alberta. That's awesome. Congratulations, Cale Makar, man. We are lucky to have him. Ain't no doubt about it. On the NBA last night, some dude named Benedict Mathurin. I'm sorry, man. I just got to be honest. I can't be a liar. I've never heard of Benedict Mathurin in my life. And maybe I should have. And maybe I should be a better NBA guy and know who the Benedict Mathurin is. I mean, he does average 16 points a game, so it's not like he's, a nobody. He's game high 27 points off the bench. I guess my bench knowledge of the Pacers ain't that strong. My bad. I'm sure it's my bad. You can yell at me on the comments that I don't know Benedict Mathurin, but that is something else. That a dude that I've never even heard of leads the Pacers off the bench with 27 points. Halliburton had 22, 11, and 9, almost a triple-double. Siakam had 21 points, and the Pacers, I can't even believe it, man. And it's exciting. They win, and they beat the Thunder 116-107. Close game, a game that the Thunder had the lead, but the Pacers came back. The crowd is awesome. Vibes are awesome. And listen, I picked the Thunder to win in 5, but that didn't mean like I was rooting for the Thunder. I just thought it was inevitable. But I'm there. I heard my guy Vic Lombardi talk about it earlier today, and he's like, forget about the whole hey, it would be better for the Nuggets thing if the Thunder were to win. I agree with Vic on this. Enough has been proved. The Nuggets had their shot. I find myself completely rooting for the Pacers, and it's cool. I don't know if John Mellencamp had his undies in a wad, but Pat McAfee was back at it again.
Indy! It's been 9,126 days since the last time that this wonderful state has hosted the NBA Finals. I call it perfect timing, because everybody's talking about the OKC fans are the loudest. The OKC fans have the best fans in the league. What the world is about to witness is the loudest building in the history of ball. Let's turn this on. Let's go.
Okay, I love it. I love it all. It's awesome, man. So way to go, Pacers. We'll see what 4 presents. I think it could go a lot of different ways. And if it ends up in 7 games, that would be freaking awesome. So way to go, man. I absolutely positively love it. Way to go, Pacers. And I should do better with dudes off the bench that I've never heard of. Benedict Mathurin. Okay. My bad. He's from Arizona. He's only 22 years of age. First pick. I should know the 6th overall pick in the draft in 2022. 16.1, 5.3, 1.9. Shoots 45.8 from the field. You got me, Benedict. I love it. Although I'm an ASU guy, I am not a Arizona guy. In terms of the U.S. Open at this moment, they're playing guys off the front and the back at the same time. Spawn has through 9 holes. This is early this morning at 4 under. Woodland at 3 under. McIlroy at 2 under, but he has found himself in the deep rough, 5-inch rough there at Oakmont. Meanwhile, Bryson DeChambeau through 7 holes is at 1 under, tied with a couple dudes, including Adam Scott at 1 under. So it's cool. Got a good start to Oakmont. It's softer conditions, a little wet. Should open up for some scoring. If it gets to be a little hotter and dries out, it probably will be a little trickier, but really soft conditions right now at a very tough course. So to be 4 under through the front 9 by Spawn is, I mean, that is remarkable. These guys are good. That's why they get paid. More updates on the U.S. Open throughout the course of the day, and we'll have more for you live from noon to 3. Make sure you like and subscribe to this channel. We'll get comments here in a second, see what's on your mind. I'm happy for all of it. But once again, we thank our great friends at Journey Spice.
There's a world of flavor out there, and to find it, you have to take the journey. Journey Spice Company handcrafts the most premium spice and seasoning blends that have no sugar, no salt, are certified USDA organic, non-GMO, vegan-friendly, and always planet-friendly. You are going to love serving amazingly delicious creations while knowing you helped reduce single-use plastics. Make sure to search for Journey Spice Company on Amazon today.
Journey Spice save 10% using the code Nuggets. Right? Yeah, use the code 10 Nuggets. There you go. Journey Spice. They're in the description as well. And like I told you earlier, you can just use this QR code to get yourself to Journey Spice. A lickety split. Thank you, Journey Spice. You are the absolute best. Okay, let's get to some of your comments today. See what you got to say about what. Good morning, Dominic. Let's go Dodgers. All right. Looking at you with my I told you so look. That could be about so many things when it comes to me. I heard KS is on the hot seat in Cleveland, and there's already in Pittsburgh. What are your thoughts? Any other NFL whispers? Yeah, I'd be. Well, I heard rumors. You know, I think Shadur's doing well, and we kind of go from there. I think Cleveland by far in their quarterback room is the most interesting thing going on in football. Dylan Gabriel, I don't know. Who knows? I don't know any other whisper. The whispers in Pittsburgh is that everybody is pretending that they like Aaron Rodgers and they're happy to have him. That's as far as I know. Don't be surprised if the Pacers surprise OKC tomorrow. Well, they looked really confident last night. Go for it. I don't know what it is. I don't hate Oklahoma City, but I don't find anything, all that likable about Oklahoma City as well. So great. I think John Mellencamp needs to, lighten up Francis. I think the fans of Indiana are great. I think their history of basketball is amazing. So it's not hard for me to root for the Pacers. Good morning, DMac. Remember how we would be waiting for training camp QB competitions? Those were the days. I mean, we've had a lot of them. Even last year, we're trying to see, Stidham, Bo Nix, Zach Wilson. We had the 50 training camp with Drew Lock and Teddy Bridgewater. We had the development of Paxton Lynch. This is, never mind all the, COVID stuff that we all went through and bracelets and all sorts of other crap. Hey, man, we have a lot of quarterback drama, and we don't anymore. And we won't for a long, long time. A long time. How about them Pacers? I'm pumped for the Pacers. I think that's awesome. RJ, my guy. Rockies are on pace to lose 133 games. That's 29 lousy wins. If they flip the switch and win 500 from here on out, they would still lose 103 games. Worse than last year. Yeah, there's a couple of marks. The Cleveland Spiders in 1899, 134 games. The owner of the team actually owned another team, and he literally just took all the good players from the Cleveland Spiders and put it on his other team. Only 154 game season, so they only won 20 games. I think at 12, the Rockies will probably eclipse that. So percentage-wise, the Cleveland Spiders may still be the worst team of all time. but modern baseball technically starts in 1901. Why not 1899? I don't know what happened in baseball in 2 years, but modern baseball starts in 1901. The most losses in a season were by the Chicago White Sox last year. They lost 121 games. So being on pace for 133 losses would smash that record. It would obliterate it. Rocky's right there so far. DMac lurking in the shadows? Never. I'm a fly on the wall, my man, quite often. Is the Norris a traveling trophy too? Well, they do have a handler who wears white gloves. It might be. It looked like there were a bunch of names on the Norris. You know what? I don't know. I wonder if Kale gets a replica, and then there's one that they leave in the Hockey Hall of Fame. And you got me on that. Somebody could probably contribute in the comments. Altitude Sports needs an MVP trip, travels to the winner's home for surprise presentations. The Golden Mike Trophy. Joey, that is actually a really funny idea that somebody on the staff gets the Golden Trophy. You know what's so funny about that too, Joey? And I'll just be real with everybody here. Tomorrow is the end of sports talk show season in America. And it doesn't matter if your baseball teams are good. And technically it ends for us, it ends tomorrow for a couple of markets. You see it through the parades for the end finals and Stanley Cup final. But in essence, that's only 4 teams left, 4 different markets. In essence, for the rest of America, once you get through with mandatory minicamp, that's it. And sports talk season is long. It's 10 and a half months. There's only a 6-week real break. And there's still ratings, by the way. It's not like there's not ratings and not like we're going to stop doing shows. We do all of it. But then you enter the sports talk off-season talk shows where you're going to hear a lot of lists, debates about who Pete Rose should go into the Hall of Fame, talk about like hot chicks in movies. I don't know, stupid guy stuff. So this is kind of the end of it. And it's long and exhausting. And by the way, I'll just let you know, it is why you hear a lot of your favorite talk show hosts take time off. And that'll be happening everywhere. It happens literally everywhere. And then by training camp, you dial it back in and you start the next 10 and a half month grind. And I love it. I really love it. Benedict is awesome. Benedict Arnold was not awesome, but Benedict Mathern was awesome. DMac needs to create his own awards trophy. Altitude hosts homes. That would be hysterical, Joey. It's a funny idea. Have Riker and Keith present the trophy. Wouldn't that be great? And they could be wearing gloves. Thank you, DMac, for the content and show. Look forward to more Cat Cave reality show updates. Oh, that's up to the Cat Cave. Taking our best players and sending them to other teams, very Cleveland Spider-like. Wow, I didn't even think of that. Damn, that's a good point. The DMac Golden Mike Award coming soon to Altitude YouTube channel in 2026. You never know. In terms of this podcast, back on Monday with DMac SMaK, remember, like and subscribe, and remember our great friends at Journey Spice. Do something for your dad over Father's Day weekend. Order him some Journey Spice. He'll absolutely love it. You can order it from anywhere in the world. We have Denver sports fans all over the world, all over the country. You can go to Amazon.com, get that done. That would be an awesome Father's Day gift, by the way. Tell him your boy DMac told you to do it. We have our guys on right now, streaming on the other side. They're here right now. Mosier, Lombardi, and the morning sprint. Columbus, Hastings, and DMac. We're on from noon to 3. We're actually out at a Safeway in Highlands Ranch with Redbird Chicken tomorrow. That would be fun. If you want to see us in person, go for that. If the Broncs do have a practice, we'll give you the latest reports from it. We'll see. And other than that, it looks like a pretty gorgeous day today, top to bottom. Looking forward to watching the U.S. Open. And man, I love talking with you guys. So every Monday and Thursday, we do this every day from noon to 3. And yes, we will have a Don Quixote baseball podcast, a march towards history, 12:45 first pitch. Rockies will probably be losing around 3:15. So we'll see you then.